Jolyon, what's the latest? Because I know you've described this chapter in the continuing saga as one of the most troubling that you've come across so far.
Yeah, it's a really extraordinary story. So Lord Bethell is implicated in one of the weirder contracts that we've so far uncovered, the contract with Abingdon. And as part of our judicial review into that contract, we asked government to hand over all the relevant documents. Lord Bethell appears to have been, he has been using his private email to do business, including Abingdon-related business. But he's also been using, it seems, WhatsApps and text messages. We asked government to see those. They said to Lord Bethell in December that they would want to see those. And then in January, his phone appears to have been broken. Not quite sure what that means. And government is now having difficulty, they say, retrieving the evidence from his phone.
This will be WhatsApp and text messages, chiefly.
WhatsApps and text messages.
Yeah.
I mean, we assume that breaking your phone doesn't cause your personal emails to be deleted. But frankly, at this stage, nothing at all would surprise me.
Yeah.
I mean, the really remarkable things about this are, firstly, that the guy who was in charge of overseeing pandemic procurement was conducting government business on his phone in a manner that can't be overseen by civil servants and has left documents beyond the reach of lawyers.
Sorry.
No, you go.
Well, remind us why that is so significant. I've seen Dominic Cummings in reference to another contract that was awarded to some close friends of his without any tender or normal process. Dominic Cummings' defence is you guys don't understand how hard it is to do this stuff really quickly and urgently. So just for the benefit of the tape, why is it important that we, as in the public, can see the evidence or the records of these sort of negotiations, which involve, and this will be part of the answer, I presume, which involve epic sums of public money?
Well, that is absolutely the answer. They involve epic sums of public money, and so we need to be able to be sure that they're not doing what Dominic Cummings himself admits he's done twice, which is giving contracts to his friends. This is not Dominic Cummings' money to spend. It's not Boris Johnson's money to spend. It's not Sajid Javid's money to spend. And it's certainly not Lord Bethell's to spend. You know, if you're spending your own money, then by all means contract with who you like, on whatever terms you like, and by whatever means you like. But if you're spending public money, you have a duty to account to those of us who give you that public money to spend through our taxes, and explain how it is that you came to award these weird and wonderful contracts to your friends or Tory donors. And that requires that civil servants have oversight of how the contracts are being awarded. And it also requires that you don't break your phone shortly after being told that it's going to be inspected. I mean, the difficulty that government now has is that unlike the usual circumstances where government conveniently loses, in inverted commas, evidence, this has occurred in the context of ongoing court proceedings. So we're in a position to ask Google or Facebook or Signal or whoever it is to provide the information from their servers that show us what Lord Bethell was WhatsApping and to whom, and we have every intention of doing that. And that's going to land government in difficulty, it seems to us. Moreover, if you deliberately destroy evidence, if you deliberately break your phone or render information unobtainable for the purposes of court proceedings, it's very possible that you're committing the criminal offence of perverting the course of justice. And once we receive the answers to the questions that we've put to lawyers acting for the Department of Health, we will be taking a close look at whether a criminal offence has been committed.